Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to review the free version of Lightroom Mobile, and I want to show you how you can take and edit pictures like a pro without having to spend money on a photo editing software. If you're new to my channel and you want to see more photography tips, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. So Lightroom Mobile has two options. It has the free version and the premium version. For the free version, you basically just download the app and sign up for an account. And then it'll ask you if you want to try the premium version for 7 days, and then after that it's going to be $4.99 per month. But for this video we're just going to focus on all the features that are available in the free version. Before I jump into the editing portion of Lightroom, I wanted to show you a different feature that I think is also pretty cool. Instead of using the camera app on your phone, you can actually use the Lightroom app to take your pictures. And if you shoot in professional mode, you can basically change your own settings instead of having the camera automatically adjust all the settings for you. So when you take a picture in Lightroom, you just press the camera icon, and then you can adjust the exposure. You can adjust the shutter speed, so a faster shutter speed would be better if you're taking a picture of somebody who's moving. Then the ISO you would adjust if it's a little too dark. The higher the ISO, the brighter the image, but it also makes it a little grainy, so you want to keep that as low as possible and adjust the other settings first. And then the white balance you can adjust depending on if you're outside or inside. You want to keep your whites white. Then you can also use a focus, so it has a manual focus that you can use, or you can change it to auto. As I mentioned, that's in professional mode, but you can also shoot in automatic and then it would just pick the settings for you. And the other cool thing is that you can choose between JPEG and RAW. So RAW images basically are unprocessed images that contain more data. So if you want to take high quality images, I would always recommend shooting in RAW. So as you can see here on the top, you see JPEG, or you can switch to DNG, which is basically the format for storing RAW images. And you can also lock the exposure, so when you're moving around, it doesn't change the exposure when you're in auto mode. And you can also apply different presets. So that's it for the camera portion of Lightroom. I think it's pretty cool that the app allows you to take raw images and change your settings manually. That way you can take the pictures and edit them within the same software. If you've seen any of my previous videos, I reviewed two apps, Visco and Snapseed, one for taking pictures and one for editing pictures. And both are amazing apps, and I still think they're pretty awesome, but I like that Lightroom allows you to do both of that in one app, and it's free as well, so it's pretty cool. If you're interested in checking out the other apps, I'm gonna link the video up here so you can check it out. All right, so let's get into the editing portion of Lightroom. So I'm gonna pull up an image. As you can see, some of those tools have a blue star. Those are the tools that are available only in the premium version. So the first one is the crop. I definitely want to crop that one. I don't like my legs in that one. So you can pick a specific ratio. For Instagram, you would want to pick 4:5. And I'm also going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, that looks good. You can also make sure that it's straight, but this one already looks good. Profiles are basically presets if you just want to apply a preset instead of editing it yourself. But we're not gonna add a preset. You could click auto and that would adjust the settings automatically for you, but I'm not gonna go with this one, so let's go back. Lighting, you can change the exposure. I think it's a little too bright, so I'm gonna bring the exposure down. Contrast up a little bit. Color, so I love that one, so you can change the white balance to auto, and as you can see, that looks a lot better already. It was a little too blue because the sun was setting, so we didn't adjust the white balance in the camera as we were shooting, so you always want to make sure that the white balance is correct. If it's a little too blue or a little too orange, you can adjust that. Then vibrance up maybe a little bit. And then another feature I like is the color mix, so you can click on mix, and then you can pick a color and only adjust that color in your image. So in this image there's a lot of green, so let's select green, and then you can bring the saturation down or up, or you can, if you want to adjust the skin tone a little bit, you would pick orange or red tones. So let's bring the saturation up a little bit, luminance as well, and I think I look a little red, so let's bring the red down. Another feature I love and apply to every picture I edit is the curve, and that's under light and then curves. So you basically want to create an S curve, so you add 3 points and then you bring the shadows down and the highlights up a little bit, and it makes it pop a lot more. Then you could also just change the reds, the greens, and the blues. So you could bring the reds down a little bit or up, or the blues, which in that case I actually like that one a lot. So you can just play around with it and see which look you like the best. And again, you can change the highlights, midtones, and shadows individually by adding those 3 dots and then moving them up or down and just seeing what looks best. Yeah, so I think I like that one a lot. That got rid of the little red on my skin. Then for effects, you can change the texture, the clarity, you can dehaze. I would just play around with it. I don't usually add much of those. Maybe up the clarity a little bit if it's not quite that sharp, but let's just leave it like that. Detail, you can sharpen it. And then you can also apply presets. So if you buy presets from somebody, you can just import them and then apply them to your pictures. And you can also create your own presets. So for that, you will click the 3 dots and then create preset, and then you can give it a name and save it as a preset, and you can apply it to any of your future images. And then to apply it, you can go to presets, and then let's reset the image, and then I can just go to preset and then I can just apply it. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so I think it's really cool what the free version of Lightroom has to offer. So if you're just starting out and you don't want to spend money on an editing software, I would highly recommend getting the mobile version of Lightroom and starting out with that. And then as you get better, you can always upgrade to the premium version of it. So that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know in the comments below what software you have been using to edit your images. And if you like the video and you want to see more photography tips in the future, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.